Okay, guys, I'm hoping that I have this where you can see it. Okay. I'm hoping that it is there, but I cannot. I'm sharing it. I hope that it is recording it. Okay. I spent like 4 hours creating. I've created a lot. By the way, she says they didn't cover it even in level 1. So we're ahead. Okay. The verb she, it. Okay. He is here. Él está aquí. Okay. But he is, okay, he is from Mexico. Él es de Mexico. Okay.
He is from Mexico.
Yes. So with he or she or it. Okay.
Is he, she, it is?
Yes, it. Remember, it's not a person.
Okay.
It could be a fly, mosca. It could be a dog, perro.
Cosa.
Yes, something. That's right.
Casa.
Yes, but not a person.
No persons.
Car.
Yes.
Okay. Sí.
Although,
¿Entendiste, María? María, ¿tú?
Yes, creo que me lo.
yeah, but it's just nicer, and I hope that I'm recording this. Yeah, I'm hoping to record it. Yes.
Dime, no te quedes con la duda.
Lo que está diciendo ahí dice I am, yo soy.
Sí, I am.
Ajá.
Yo soy, you are. Eso es en el verbo to be, en el tiempo presente simple. He, que es él, she, que es ella, y it, que is, se refiere a las cosas, a los animales, a las cosas, no a la persona. ¿Entiendes? Es cuando vas a utilizar eso. Por ejemplo, X is beautiful. ¿No?
Yes. Or
it is,
it is my car. It is my car.
¿Entendí? No te quedes con la duda.
Thank you. But I hope. Does anyone else have a question about that? I know it's hard because in Spanish you don't have it. Okay. We are. Nosotros somos. Nosotros hambre.
Nosotros tenemos hambre.
That's tiene. Yeah. Tenemos. I'm trying to think of something that would use is. Nosotros somos de Mexico.
We are from Mexico.
Mm-hmm. It's because it's not going to change. But I'm trying to think of something that would change that doesn't use tener. Because I wanted to say we are cold, but that would be tenemos frío. Can anyone?
We are. Nosotros tenemos sueño. Todos.
Yes, because it's said different in Spanish. Come on, think. Okay. If we have they, we use are. Okay. Oh, and back up here, you, it doesn't matter whether I'm saying you to just one person or you to the whole class. I'm still going to use are. Maria, number 2, you are here. Class, you are here. Okay, so to o ustedes.
Okay.
María 1, María 2 is they
Yes.
are
Here.
they are here.
Yeah, and that's why in the South, we don't say you for one. If we want to say everyone, we say you all.
Se puede utilizar.
Have you heard anybody say, hey, you all, come here? You all, it means all of you.
Se puede utilizar también en breve de Sonia, María, Ann María están aquí, ¿no?
Yes.
Okay. Porque a veces lo vi que a veces te ponen they, pero a veces te ponen fulanito, fulanito y fulanito,
Yes.
como para confundir, ¿entiendes? Como está hablando de varias personas, es que estamos aquí. O se utiliza el they.
Thank you, teacher. Very good.
Thank you, teacher.
Yes, the difference is saying you all, that's not correct.
No.
But you hear it. You'll hear it Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, where else? Florida, Tennessee, all through the South. We say, you all. Thank you, you all. Okay, now, if it is in the past tense, pasado, okay, what is that? Pretérito simple? We use was or were. This gets easier. For I or yo, I use was. It doesn't matter whether it's estaba or era. It's was.
I was.
Is this helping? Is it good? Okay. Okay, but again, he or she or it was. Okay. If it's I, it's was. If it's you, too, it's was. If it's he, it's was. If it's she, it's was. If it's it, it's was.
Were.
Yes, and that's just one. Oh, I'm sorry. For you, it's were.
Were.
Okay. And then we, nosotros, it's were. I keep forgetting I have to click over on the right side here, or left side. They, I use with were. Uh-oh, let me make it go back. And I've left off one. No, it's not here. I forgot to put, but if you have you, it doesn't matter whether it's just one you, two, or if it is vos, it's still were. So I was, you were, he or she or it was, we were, and they were. Can anyone think of a sentence using I and was? Who can make a sentence with I? Okay.
I was in my house.
Very good. And that would have been where it would have been what? Yo estaba en casa. Okay. But how about I was, okay. Can anyone think of one with you and were? What's a sentence that you can think of with you and were?
¿Cómo digo?
Sonia and me, I was in my work.
Okay? I wasn't in my work. Or it could be, you, I'm looking at Sonia, you were in class on Monday. And if I want to use she,
Sí.
Sonia has a daughter. What is her name?
My dad,
What is her name?
Nicolás.
What?
Nicolás.
Nicholas. Nicholas was in class. Okay. How about they? Somebody would ask, how was your class on Monday? And I might say, they were all here. They were. Yes, all of them. Goodness, I'm watching the time because I've got this, I've got 2 more PowerPoints, I've got handouts. So we'll be working on this because you all said that you didn't, and I checked, they have not covered this. And she didn't cover it in basic either. No,
Teacher, the video is WhatsApp.
I will. I'm hoping that this is recording. We will find out because I was having trouble, remember? Otherwise, I will have to record it at home. But I just didn't have time because I'm doing the St. Nicholas toy drive, Juegos Navidad, for the Holy Family Cathedral. And then I'm working with an organization in Kuwait and doing graphics for them. So I'm a little behind. There is not enough time. I don't know how to say that. I can say, no hay tiempo.
No hay tiempo. Está muy ocupada.
Yes, I'm very busy and not doing a very good job here. Okay. Now, we're going to steps to create a question. Okay. Who's going to read it in Spanish? Pasos, what?
Pasos para crear una pregunta.
Thank you. Okay, step 1. You have to identify the subject of the sentence. Who is the sentence about? ¿Quién es el sujeto de la sentencia? Okay. Whoever it's about, that's your subject. It'll either be I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Okay. For example, if I want to ask a question about John, John is my subject. Any questions so far? If you don't understand, please ask. Okay, then you have to choose which form of to be am I going to use. Remember, am I going to use is, are, or am? Okay, well, John, what? John is my subject. So it's going to be using a what? He's a he, isn't he? So which one do I use? Do I use am, is, or are?
Is.
Very good, because he's one person. And I'm going to use I if it's me. I'm going to use are with you, we, they, and plural nouns. But I'm going to use is with he, she, it, and singular nouns. For example, if it's about John, I would use is because John is third person singular. Ejemplo, para Juan usaría es porque Juan, bah. Juan es tercera persona del singular. Okay. That's my next step. Then I reorder the sentence. Because in Spanish, you can just say, Juan está aquí? But we can't say that in English. We have to take the verb, and remember, it's third person, so is, I have to put it first. Then I put the subject, John. Is John here? See, John is happy. I'm just declaring that. That's not a question. See, I've got subject, John. I've got verb is, then he's happy. But if I change it to a
Is
question,
John happy?
right, I have to take the verb is, make it first. Then who the sentence is about, John, and then describing him, happy. Okay? Go back? Sure. Okay. Okay, now we're going to say how to ask these questions. It's sort of like I put a formula. It's if this were maths. The verb comes first, am, is, are. Then the noun, who is it about? John, or you, or it could be a pronoun. It could be I, it could be you, it could be he, she, it, they. Okay. Then the rest of the sentence. Okay, and there it is in Spanish for you.
Pronombre más el resto de la oración. Verbo más sustantivo. Y después pronombre más el resto de la oración.
Yes. So, see, I'm going to use, it's about I. So it's, am I his teacher? Do you see how I formed that? I started with the verb, and the sentence is about me, I. So, am I his teacher? Okay. Now the sentence is going to be about you. So I know I'm going to have to use are. So I start with the verb, are you from Cuba?
Is for a question?
Yes, this is for a question. See how to ask questions in present tense with the verb be. Cómo hacer preguntas en el tiempo presente con el verbo ser.
You are is to eres.
Yes, and this is 1, 2.
Oh, sí, ya.
Okay. Now, it's going to be about he. So I know I use is with he. Is he from Mexico? I have my verb is first, then he.
From Mexico.
Yes.
Sería, él es de México, ¿no? Is he
Está preguntando, ¿él es de
I could have put él es de Mexico, but you might just say es
Sí,
de
porque
Mexico.
he de persona es él.
Yeah, él. Okay, now it's going to be about us. So we. And we know that we use the verb are. So we start with are, then about us, we. hungry. So, are we hungry?
Yes.
No breakfast. Now it's going to be about the whole class, and I'll look at you. See? And so you, and I'm going to start with are, and then I'm going to say, are you hungry? I would probably say, are you all hungry?
Are you hungry? Tenemos otro hambre, yes.
Okay, now it's going to be about they. I start with, because I use are with they. So, are they tired?
Y al revés. They are tired.
Yes, if it's just a declaración, it's just they are tired. But pregunta, are they tired?
Oh, yeah. Tired.
Questions? Okay. And I don't know why it wasn't doing this when I had it before. But what happens, the problem is what has happened. Back. Okay, let me see if I can make it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, teacher.
Now, I don't know why this has done this, because sometimes it changes. When I upload to Google, it changes the slide. Now we can hardly see anything. It's just, am I, you're not going to be able to see, you'll be able to see when it's the other. Are you, is he, is she, is it, are we, are you, are they? And I'm sorry, you cannot see over on this side, but it is am I, am I, are you, is he, is she, is it, are we, are you, are they? I don't know, the little B, and I couldn't move the little B over. I tried when I kind of hear. I'm trying to make it do, I don't know why it's doing this. Okay. And here's like a question. You can at least you can see the question. Am I your teacher? You see, I've used am and then I. Are you my students? Or are you my student? One you, two. Is he your friend? See, is he? Is your friend? Is she your sister? See, I'm starting with is because the subject is she. Is it your notebook? Are we alone? Are you American? And this was vos. I would be saying, are you American to the class? Are you all American? Okay. Are they your friends? Now, when I record this at home, I will not be using the Google Slides. I'll be using my regular PowerPoint. So you can actually see all this. Okay, does anyone need me to leave? Why did it do this?
I am from teacher. I am your teacher. I am a student. I support you. Is your sister? Is your
Well, I don't know. I have trouble with my watch. Sometimes it doesn't do the. It's supposed to go there. I have no idea why it's. While we're doing this, I would ask you all to, on WhatsApp, to send a message to Yolanda, letting her know that we missed her today. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. Past tense. Pasado. Remember, we use was and were for the past tense. Okay, well, look at this. Now it's in front of the B. That's good. I don't know why it couldn't have done that on the other one. So what we do is we use a verb plus the noun or pronoun and then the rest of the sentence. Was I? That's in front of it. This is in back of it. Were you? Was he? Was she? Was it? Were we? Were you? Were they? And I've got, was I at school? Were you my student? Was he your friend? Was she your sister? Was it your notebook? This is driving me freaking crazy. Were we alone? Were you at home? Meaning, were you all at home? Were they your friends? Finally, Mickey is back.
¿Tienen con qué final? Pues,
Okay.
Mandé mensaje a Yolanda.
You're,
¿Quieres contestar?
Yes. Could you use sister?
okay. Now, contractions. It's where we put words together. It's a what? Combination of words. We put them together. We think that they've been squeezed together because in Spanish you would say no está, but in English, instead of just saying is not, we go isn't. We squish it together. That's a contraction.
Piensa en las contracciones como palabras que se han abrazado juntos. Por ejemplo, en español,
Yolanda is not here.
I don't know where she is.
por ejemplo, en español podría decir no está, pero en inglés combinamos
Example,
esto.
Yolanda is not here.
Right. Is Yolanda isn't here.
Isn't here.
We would the contraction.
Okay, is.
Examples. Do not becomes don't. She is becomes she's. Okay, I'll go back. If you want to take a picture of that, that's fine. Okay, and we use an apostrophe because that apostrophe, it takes the place of the missing letters. Okay.
El apóstrofe
Yes.
ocupa el lugar de las letras omitidas. Esto es similar a como en español uso los acentos para cambiar pronunciación o el significado, pero aquí muestra dónde se han eliminado las letras.
For example, cannot becomes can't. And see that apostrophe, it stands for the missing N-O. I'll, see I apostrophe L-L stands for I will. And the apostrophe takes the place of the W and the I. Okay, I would take a picture of it rather than trying to write it all. Okay, here's some common contractions. I am becomes I'm, no answer. You are becomes your. He is his, he's, instead of he is, he's. She is becomes she's. It is becomes its. We are becomes we're. They are becomes their. You are becomes your. And did you notice that with will, you can put like I will. I will becomes I'll. He would becomes hid. Not, you're just adding what is not becomes isn't. Okay, I'll just leave it for a minute more, then I'm going to go to the next slide. I hope that this is recording. Why do we use contractions? Well, it's because this is how people actually speak. We put words together and just makes it quicker writing. This isn't a real important thing here, but. Okay, now let's see how this does. Don't bother writing these. Okay, Emily, what? Am, is, are. Emily, is. Do you think? Okay, let's see. That's right. Emily is a woman. Okay, she, am, or, and we might say if it's not, we might say she isn't my mother. If she is your mother, you'd say she is my mother. But if she isn't, you would say she isn't my mother. She, what, is or are or am? She isn't at work, or it could be she is at work. We don't know. Okay, how about this? She is at home. Because she isn't at work, where is she? She is at home.
Ya entendí.
Okay, but we didn't know that till we saw
Pero es
this.
como una pregunta.
She.
Que si está en el trabajo, a todo eso, ¿no?
Yes.
Y no está. She is not.
Right, she is not at work. But that didn't make sense. I had to tell you, where is she? Okay, now what do I have here? Am, is, or are? Yes, that's right. Thank you, Maria, number 3. Or number 2. Is she in the bathroom? Now I've got no, she, what? She isn't. See, because I've got no. So she isn't. Because you're going to be able to see this, so if you want to take a picture of it, fine. But don't bother trying to write it because we have to finish this and it's already almost 10 o'clock, which means we only have about 20 more minutes. And I have handouts for you all. So if you want to take a picture, go ahead. Okay, now. Okay. Emily is, are, or am. Because I've got not. So it's going to be what? Is.
No, late.
Okay, well, I guess we're doing, was not like, we're doing the past tense, sorry. Okay, and I was hungry. Well, this is like at midnight last night, so I slept and then you, and it's was or were. Was or were. You.
Was era.
Estuvo, como estuvo.
No, I.
Es pasado.
Pasado.
Puede ser,
You.
Yo tenía hambre, ¿no?
You is, it could be tu or vos. You, remember, I only have was or were in the past.
Was era.
So am I going to use was or were? I use were because was is used with I, he, she, it. But were is used with you, we, and they. Okay, they was or were. That's right, they were at home. It's a she, so what is it was or were?
Was.
That's right, was she in the bathroom? Okay, no, she, it's a contraction. Was what? It says no, she was not, so it becomes wasn't. I'm hoping that this is recording because I don't want to have to sit and do this again. Okay, here we've got him here. Alfred, what? Is, am, are?
Was.
No, we're doing present now. Presente.
Is.
That's right. Alfred is my neighbor. He
Is very.
Right. He is very friendly, or if we thought he wasn't, we'd say he isn't very friendly. So, okay, he.
Pero se puede usar cualquiera de los dos.
Well, no, one or the other. If he's a really bad guy, we would go, he isn't very friendly. But if we like him, we would say he is very friendly. Okay, he. Again, it could be he isn't at work because see the next one, he is at home. Okay, I'm going to ask a question now. So is it am, is, or are? All right. Is he at home now? Yes, he is. Very good. Okay. Now, we're going to use past tense. Alfred was my neighbor. He was or were?
Was.
All right, he was, or maybe if we didn't like him, we'd say he wasn't very friendly. But if we like him, he was friendly. Okay, now remember, he's at home, so he wasn't, that's right, he wasn't at work, he was at home. Okay, and now I'm gonna have, is he at home? It would be, was he at home? And it really should have been is. Yes, he was. And I should have changed this now to yesterday. I think I did it one time and I don't know, I guess I forgot to save. Okay, Tom is a small dog. It, right, is my neighbor's dog. It, yeah, you said it. Go ahead, Maria, number 2. That's right. It isn't on the street because it is what? Is it at home now? Now I'm going to ask a question about it. What do I say? Right. Is it a good dog? Yes, it is. Probably because I like it. Okay, Sonia, did you get the picture? Oh, no, don't try to write this. It's too much. Okay, Tom was a small dog. It, pesado. It was my neighbor's dog. Now remember, where was it? It was at home. It wasn't on, and look, the T went down here. I don't know. It was at home yesterday. This is what I'm telling you. Sometimes when I upload, because I create the PowerPoint on my computer, then I have to upload it to Google and it changes it. Okay, was it a good dog? Yes, it was. Okay, we what? We're going to use am, is, or are.
We are.
That's right. We are Tim and Andy. I think that's, or it might be Andrew. We
Are.
very good. Our brothers. We are from Mexico. We aren't Americans. Now I'm going to ask a question. And remember, which do I use with we? Right, are. Are we Mexicans? Yes, you are. Okay, you, that's right, you are my student. You aren't American. I guess if they're talking about Andrew, and then you are from this country. You aren't at home because are you at school? Yes, I. No, not yes, I. We have am. We use am with I. Yes, I am.
Esto va a estar linkado.
Sí, yo lo voy a escribir.
Okay, she says I. Right, I am Miss Young. I am American. I, right, am from the U.S. I am not at home because where is she? She's at school. Am I your teacher? No, you aren't, because when you have no, then it's going to be negative. Okay, they,
Are.
very good. They are Ann and Beth. They are sisters. They
Are.
are from the U.S. They aren't Mexicans. See, they are from the U.S., so they aren't Mexicans. I want to ask a question.
Are.
Right. Are they your friends? No, they aren't. Remember, are, not becomes aren't. Okay, I think, does it go to a new one? I think that's it, so I'll stop sharing there. I'll go back over here. Hopefully it is recording. Yes, it is recording. Alhamdulillah, that means thank God in, in Arabic. Okay, I have several handouts that I'm going to give you as homework. Okay, I have a worksheet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. And each at the top of each worksheet, it says worksheet 1, it says worksheet 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is going to be your homework. Okay, let me stop.